Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Star Wars Yoda #1. This is a new miniseries from Marvel Comics. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written by Cavan with art by Nico. We have colors by Dono, Sanchez, Almara, and Joe Caramagna on letters. Fantastic covers, specifically this main one by Phil Noto. We have another miniseries from Star Wars. This one's obviously about one of the more popular characters in the series, so I'm very excited to have read it. In this book, Light and Life Part 1, The Coming of the Jedi, and all new adventures for the greatest Jedi of all time. To some, he was a legend. To others, he was a teacher. Now Yoda is all but forgotten, living in exile and haunted by the past as a strangely familiar voice echoes through the swamps of Dagobah. Yoda must revisit the many lessons he has given over the years, from those days of the High Republic to the chaos of the Clone Wars. The first three story arcs, a desperate cry for help as it reaches out to the Jedi Council on Coruscant, and only Yoda can respond. But how far will he go to protect a community from attack? This is a really interesting premise. In the same vein of the Obi-Wan miniseries, we have Yoda recounting some of his life. Now Yoda has lived a lot longer than Obi-Wan, so there are way more stories to tell. But I like the lessons that we get out of this one, and I kind of like the conclusion of how we get to the end. So we'll talk about that in a second. So let's get to look at some preview art, and I think the art team just really captures the essence of the Star Wars. I love the introduction of these new characters from this island, from this planet that Yoda has to go help. Um, I really like their design, and just feels like a whole new creature and species of this council. Now, granted, this is all taking place way back, uh, you know, way before any of the movies. So it's really cool to see like an older Jedi Council. Here you can see some of those members, some people that we may have seen in some of the High Republic books, but maybe not in the newer stuff. So really interesting. But I just really love here that Yoda is our constant, and I just really like the the interposing of the past and the present, and then also the piece of the Jedi Council chambers, to the like everything, the conflict that's going on. And then of course Yoda shows up looking like a badass, and that's always something I'm very glad to see. So this is a very exciting book. I can't wait to keep reading this series. I really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend if you want some more Jedi tales. As much as I'm enjoying the High Republic stuff, it's always good to see more familiar characters. So I'm very glad Yoda kind of connects both of those worlds, because he's a good link to the past and to the future. So let me know what you thought of this issue. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.